Welcome to the showcase event. So here I'm going to introduce you the Department of Computer Science and Information Systems. So our department is established in 1971, and this is the first computer science department of Texas. Our department is located in the journalism building. So we actually share the same building with the Department of Journalism. And we have the full undergraduate program, and we also have two different graduate program of the master degree. So for our undergraduate programs, we have two programs. One is a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and the other is Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. So these two are slightly different, but they share the common core courses. So the first one, the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, is the traditional hardcore computer science, and the other one, the Computer Information Systems, is a little biased towards the applications of using computers as tools to solve some applications that is related to some other science and engineering areas. So our goal is to provide the students a wide variety of applications found within the diverse computer science field. And our BS in computer science is accredited by the Computing Accreditation Commission of ABET. And we have some specialized areas. And these include database, software engineering, artificial intelligence and robotics, network, and data communications. So we have many faculty, and each faculty is professional in one or several of these specialized areas. And besides the undergraduate programs, we also have two graduate programs. We do have master degree programs, but not PhD degree programs. So we have the master degree of computer science. And of course, this is the hardcore computer science. It blends applied and theoretical computer science concepts. And in addition, we have a master degree program in computational science. And this is a master degree program that focuses on interdisciplinary field, like using computational tools to solve problems for business, for biology, for some other programs. So in addition, some of our undergraduate students continued to study graduate programs in our department. And we do have special research in these areas, including data mining and some ontology and semantic reasoning and scientific computing and systems, and also serious gaming. And here, of course, we don't play games. Instead, we research on the theories in the development of video games. And we also have database design and administration. And be aware that database and data mining are two different subjects. So database is that you process the data, you manage those data in an effective way, while data mining is that you discover some hidden patterns from your database. And we also have artificial intelligence and robotics. So if you are interested in things like this, we have research on like automatic unmanned vehicles, and we also have research on some image processing, which is related to computer vision. And we also have some research on the human language understanding, so that computers understand human language and some other subjects. And we also have neural networks. Neural networks actually may be considered as a branch of artificial intelligence, as neural networks can be used as a tool for artificial intelligence. So mostly we have graduate students participating in this research, but we also have some undergraduate students in these research projects, especially those students from the honor college. And for our courses, actually, the goal of our course is to get you prepared for your future career. So there are some practical courses that are recommended by the industry. So here is a list of some sample courses, such as object-oriented programming, operating systems, algorithms design, computer architecture, serious gaming, database programming, and local area networks and wide area networks. So we do have most of these courses, although the names of the courses may be changing. So sometimes we adjust the name of the course and we amend our syllabus and update our course materials, because we need to keep our department and our course materials updated to the current needs of the industry. So these are the courses, and sometimes when you are do job hunting and you have some job interview, sometimes you may encounter some interview questions, and they may give you some questions in your field of study. Like they may ask you to describe some algorithms. They may ask you some questions about operating systems. They may ask you to write a short program to solve some problem. So in our courses, we will incorporate these, and mostly the questions should be covered by the course syllabus. And we also have our faculty and staff in the department. This slide is a little, I have to say, sorry, this slide has not been updated since we just have a new department head this year. The new department head is Dr. Meikang Chu. His last name is Qiu, but the pronunciation is Chu. And Dr. Sang Su was our previous department head, and he's also supporting us. Although he's not the department head anymore, he's still a senior faculty, and he really cares about our students. So in the other slides, in this one, this is the picture of our new department head, Dr. Meikang Chu. And he's knowledgeable in multiple areas of computer science. And he's also knowledgeable in cybersecurity. And we are also going to develop new cybersecurity programs. As you know, in recent years, cyber attacks has been a problem to many, I would say, many companies and even government offices. And we have other faculty like Dr. Derek Harter. He is professional in neural networks and artificial intelligence. And we also have Dr. Abdullah Arslan and Dr. Mutlu Mete. They are also good in the areas of, Dr. Arslan is good in the area of like operating systems and excuse me, and also in the area of machine language and a lot of um, basic level features of computer science. And Dr. Mutulu Mete is also good at robotics and related areas. And Dr. Daniel Kreider has been here for many years. He's been here for more than I think 35 years and possibly 40 years. Um, he's good at using computers as tools to solve mathematical problems. And we also have Dr. Gino Kim. And Dr. Gino Kim is good at research. He has multiple research projects in different areas. So if you are interested in research and you need advice on what area you are going to take, I'd recommend you to contact Dr. Kim. Dr. Abu Bakr and Dr. Tanik are very good faculty, but they are leaving. So this semester is actually their last semester in our department. And we have Dr. Dongwen Li. He's a professional of data mining, big data processing, data science. And he also has multiple research projects in this area. So if you are interested, you may contact him. And we also have Dr. Yuehua Wang. Dr. Wang is good at robotics, and she is currently conducting some research on the automatic vehicle. And Dr. Gang is a professional in game development, but unfortunately he's leaving, so this is his last semester in our department. And that's me. My name is Kaoning Hu. My special area is computer vision and image processing. And I also have some overlapping with Dr. Li and Dr. Wang, as you know, computer images are also considered as data. And you know, if your robot has a camera to see objects, then the computer vision is also used. And also we have Dr. Omar El Aris. He's good at digital forensics, and he's also good at human language processing. And he also teaches related subjects. And we have a new administrative associate called, her name is Misty, and she will also support you. And we have a Dr. Sam Safar, and he doesn't have a picture here. He's also a senior faculty, and he's good at networking. He maintains a networking lab for our department. And we have Tom Brown. Tom Brown is an adjunct faculty now, but he was a full-time faculty. He just retired, and then he became an adjunct faculty. And Sandy Hurter has recently retired. And then we have another shared faculty, Dr. Sirakov. He is a full faculty of math department, and he also teaches some courses for computer science. He was a full-time faculty of computer science, but now he moved his interest to math. But you know, math and computer science actually share a lot of common areas. And here I have a picture of our lab. So this is one of our labs. We have a smaller lab and a bigger lab for the general computer science courses. So this is a smaller lab. It has 35 computers. All of them have Windows operating systems, and some courses are taught in this lab. And this is a classroom. So this is one of the classrooms. So we do have several classrooms in the building, and in each classroom we will have the whiteboard, and we have the projector and the master computer, which is used by the instructor. And we have a bigger lab, which has, I think, more than 60 computers. So of course, all the computers are using Windows operating system. In addition to those two general labs, we have a special lab in networking. So that is the lab we use when we need to teach a networking class, and we will let students do experiments on networking in that lab. And we do also have an Apple lab supported by L3. And I don't have pictures of those labs so far, but we do have those labs. And we also have the graduate assistants. So typically we have 10 graduate assistants and they take turns to supervise the labs so that when there's no class in the lab, you can go to the lab to use the computers to do your homework assignment and also some other research activities, or to review your slides, to review your course materials. And there will be at least one graduate assistant in the lab to supervise the lab and provide assistance to the students. And of course, it is expected that you will graduate in 4 years. And you may ask, what can we do after graduation? So there are, of course, many possible career opportunities for you, such as software engineer, software maintenance, communications or network engineer, and programmer analyst, and also operating system and database administration, and system analyst, and also web page development. And based on our records, the students that graduated from our department are hired by many different companies and other corporations, and some of them were even hired by the government. So some famous employers included the Ali Bank, FII Incorporation, and the Berkeley Technology Services, and the Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's a famous insurance company, and Capital One, you know that. And also Dongle Insurance, eClinical Works, and some other famous companies like Sears, Infinity Insurance, Sirius XM, like SM Health, or even the government like the state of Missouri, and also Tax Act. That's an online program to help people to file their annual tax return, and many others. So these are the potential employers, and actually from our records, they have hired our graduates in the past. And you may also ask that how much would the salary be? So here we have some statistics about the average salary by the industry. So this is for your reference. So as you can see, for the IT technical related software development, that's the annual salary, 84,000. And also for IT technical related to hardware, that's slightly lower. So that's 82,000. And if it's IT technical related services, that's 74. And okay, and if some of them are actually very difficult, that's why they have very high salary. But if you study hard, if you make progress, and if you arm yourselves with sufficient knowledge, you will make it. So if you look at the system architect, there's over 100,000, and look at the hardware design and hardware engineer. So that's of course difficult. That's 90,000, and database manager, 87,000, and computer security specialist. So I have to say the security has been growing all the time. And also computer software engineer. So you compare this one, software engineering actually has lower salary than hardware design. You know, that's understandable, because for hardware design, sometimes you have to deal with circuits and a lot of binary digits, binary math, which is very, very boring. So if you can do the boring jobs that other people cannot do, you deserve to have a higher salary. And also for the business analyst, database administrator, and e-business specialist, these are the salary. They are slightly lower, but it's still good salary. And here is the list of the salary by job function. So as you can see, the lowest one is the web internet for like web development and other things. The highest one is the system programmer. So that's the difficult one. So for the system programmer, so you may think about things like operating systems, but there are other systems like a game engine is also considered as a system, and also some distributed system for the network is also a system. So of course that's actually not easy. Because it's not easy, it's going to be more difficult. It's going to, of course, offer you a higher salary. And when you are studying in the university, you also have the chance to take the examinations for the certificates. If you pass their test, you will get certificates. So here is the list of average salaries of popular certifications. So some popular ones, like the ones offered by the Cisco, the ones offered by Oracle, and sometimes Microsoft also has the certificate, but this one is not displayed here. It's missing. But there's another page. So so there are also Microsoft certificates. So while you are learning in the university, you certainly can take some time to prepare for the test of the certifications. And the table continues here. And then here is another list. And previously I mentioned some industry recommended courses, and here are the courses listed. Some of them are 500 level courses, so they are graduate level courses. They do have undergraduate level counterparts. So like computer architecture, it has a counterpart for undergraduate operating system, also has a undergraduate counterpart. Object-oriented program also has an undergraduate counterpart. Algorithm design, there's no counterpart for algorithm design, but in our undergraduate programming courses, we actually incorporated the idea of algorithm design. So we actually talk about algorithms in the courses of programming 2 and the data structure, which are undergraduate courses. And there are some other undergraduate courses like database, programming, database administration, Java language programming. In fact, we use Java language for object-oriented programming. So these are some sample courses. And I'm going to show you another slides to show the overlapping of our two undergraduate programs, the computer science, that's CSCI, this is computer science, and this is CIS, that is computer information systems, computer information systems. So they share most of the courses with slightly different concentrations, but you know, certainly if you are interested, you actually can get both degree. And another one is the this one. So this is actually the up-to-date data for the STEM jobs. So science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM jobs. So as you see, 73% depends on computing. And in this 73%, you can see the component for those parts, like a computing researcher, that's just 1%. But the heaviest part is the software developer, that's 30%. Of course, that doesn't mean that you are going to be a software developer. Maybe you just want to be that 1% computing researcher. That's totally up to you, based on your area of interest. But you need to have a clear goal for your career development, so that you should get prepared. So we actually have undergraduate advisors. We also have many faculty that are specialized in different areas. So if you have a question, like for example, I want to be a database administrator in the future, this is going to be my favorite job, so what courses should I take? How should I manage my study plan? Like if you have these questions, you can talk to your advisor, undergraduate advisor, and you can your faculty. You ask the faculty questions about what course to take. So these are the basic of the showcase. I have shown you the slides. So it's time for the questions. Let's see. If you have questions, you can use the group chat, or you can also ask that using your microphone. Before you choose this major, there's not really any requirement, because we teach basics of computer science from the very beginning. If you have some programming experience, that will be great. But we don't really require something. Well, if you have high school math, then that's enough. If you understand math and English, that's all enough. You're welcome. Well, if you don't have other questions, let me show you the website of our department. So this is the website of our department. So you can see on the left side, they are the date and the time for the colloquium events, and it's for that, and also announcements. And what's more is that you can actually see the course descriptions. Okay. So the course descriptions, scholarships, our research, like artificial intelligence descriptions, and we can see some faculty are listed here. And this is Hannah. She's the academic advisor for undergraduate students. So for general questions, you may ask her. For the course-specific questions, please ask our faculty. And okay, this is a picture of Dr. Sirakov. He's now with math, but he's like half math, half computer science. Let's go back a little bit. And then degree programs. So here we will be able to see the degree programs. This is our department head, Dr. Chu. And we do have the master programs and bachelor programs. So this is hardcore computer science. So you see, there's not really any prereqs for choosing this major. And this is the other one. So for the computer information systems, you will use the capacity of computation of the computers to solve some applications. You process data to solve applications of different areas. So there's a comparison. So I don't mean that computer science is not application. Computer science is the it's theory and application, and it's more hardcore. For both degree, you need 120 credit hours, but most of the courses are shared by both of them. So we can visit their pages. So this is some description for computer science, and this is for computer information systems. So this cannot be found in our website. So let me go back a bit. And if you are interested, you can also continue to study the graduate program. We do have master program, but we don't have PhD programs. We may have them in the future. Maybe by the time you graduate from the undergraduate program, we will have the PhD programs if you are interested. And here is the list of the faculty, but the website is under construction. Actually, is under construction. Not all faculty are listed here. It's still under construction. And if you look down here, there is graduate assistantship, but this is only for the graduate students. They can be graduate assistantship, but sometimes we may have undergraduate assistants. You need to contact the faculty to see if they offer undergraduate assistant. And we also have the scholarship opportunity, and sometimes you can also find that in the university's website. So you can follow this link to find available scholarships. And you can also follow these links to see the details of our research, like for example, cybersecurity. Like cybersecurity is really a problem. You probably have seen that, encountered that, like cyber attacks. And you know, cyber attacks is sometimes not personal. It's not like some people get bored and they write some virus to harm other people. Sometimes it's organized. And sometimes some countries sponsored cyber attacks to other countries. You know, in the office of IT help desk, that's where if you have a problem with the computer in your classroom, you need to contact them in that office. There's a real-time map showing that the occurrence of cyber attacks globally, and you can see it's actually organized. So it's my personal prediction that cybersecurity is going to be a growing job field, so that, you know, if you have certificates of the related areas and experience in cybersecurity, it will really help your career development. Another one is artificial intelligence. So this has always been a hot topic. And big data. And in recent years, this has been a hot topic. In the past, you know, back to several decades ago. No, not even several decades ago. I would say just 2 decades ago, or even just 1 decade ago. You think about the capacity of the storage of your computer media, like how large the hard drive is, how large a flash drive is, and then you compare that to today. You know, the data storage capacity is growing, and then you look at the database of Google, the database of Apple, like the iCloud users, they have their database, and the Google users, the YouTube users, they have the database. And then, you know, sometimes you can get important information from the database. And because the dimension of the data has been growing, and, you know, we have very large data. For many research areas, data is not a problem. We have sufficient data, but what are we going to learn from the data, and how do we process the data efficiently, time efficiently? that's going to be a problem. So this is another hot topic. So these are some research topics, but of course, research experience, if you have the chance to participate in any research when you are an undergraduate student, that certainly helps you in your application to a graduate program and in your career development. Okay, let's go back a little bit. And there's the contact information. So, okay. So this phone number, 5409, that's the phone number of the main office where our department head is, and this is the fax. Okay. So let me go to the page of the faculty. So let's click on the faculty. For example, our old department head, Dr. Su. Let's click on that. Okay. Try this one. Okay. There's contact information of each faculty. Unfortunately, this website is under development. So we are just switching from the old website to the new website. So this is still under development, but we will eventually have this website completely developed, and then you will see the contact information of every faculty. You click on their name, you will see their contact information, their email, and their phone number. So actually, at the current moment, okay, it pops up here. At the current moment, because of the coronavirus outbreak, the faculty are not in their offices, but you can always email them. So typically, we will take 2 business days to reply your email, and most likely it's just 1 business day. And we are required to reply your email in 2 business days. Most likely, we will do that in 1 business day. So if you have a question, feel free to contact them by email. So you can see here, and you can, based on their publications, you can know their research area. So if you are interested in research, you can contact them, and based on their featured courses, you know what courses each faculty teaches, and then if you are considering to take that course, you may contact the faculty in advance. Like, for example, let me fill this up. For example, Dr. Kim, he teaches like foundations of info security, introduction to networks. These are the courses. So if you are interested in development in these areas, you may contact the faculty in advance. Okay. Do you still have any question? Okay, if there's no more question, I will dismiss this Zoom meeting. And if you have a question in the future, like after the meeting, you have some idea coming to your mind, and you can always send us an email to ask the question. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for coming. So I will dismiss this Zoom meeting. Thanks for coming and have a nice day. And please stay safe and healthy. Please follow the advice of CDC to protect yourselves from the coronavirus, so that I hope next semester we will resume the face-to-face class normally. I'm looking forward to seeing you next semester. Bye.